Thank you for clicking on this link and your interest in joining the Region 1 Football Officials Association. My name is Adam Knobloch and I currently serve as the president of the association. We are a local association that falls under the TSSAA, which is the Tennessee Secondary School Athletics Association. We provide football officials to high school and middle schools in the 11 counties of Northeast Tennessee, which encompasses TSSAA's Region 1. If you're watching this video, I presume that you already decided to join our association, so welcome to you. The purpose of this video is to serve as an orientation and to provide you with some basic information to get you started in your new journey as a football official. If you have not decided to join and are just interested in getting more information, welcome to you as well. This video will be informative for your behalf too. We are always looking forward to new officials coming in and joining our association. Sports officiating is a great avocation that can have many rewards. I can attest to that personally. I'm starting my 20th season as a high school football official. I can assure you that there is no better place to watch a game on Friday nights than under the lights down on the field as a member of the officiating crew. In addition to earning some extra income, you will be part of a community of fellow officials. You'll give back to student athletes. You'll stay physically active while remaining part of the sport. So those are just a few things that are attractive to being a sports official. You can scan that QR code in the lower right-hand corner of your screen to get more information on how you can join us. You can also go to our website at region1footballofficials.com, and that's with the number 1. In this orientation, we're going to discuss our association's organizational structure and provide you with the names of people that you will need to get to know. We'll discuss the registration processes and talk about the training that we provide. We will discuss the uniform and equipment requirements along with the pay and assigning processes. And then finally, we'll conclude the orientation with some next steps to take. So our association is led by our commissioner and assigning officer, Jim Craddock. We have 3 supervisors, which Mr. Craddock is one of those as well. George Jordan and Lynn Griffith also serve as supervisors. As I previously mentioned, I currently serve as our association president. We have 2 vice presidents, Mike Gauntz and Gary Compton. Finally, our secretary and treasurer positions are held by Bobby Dickin and Ken Clifton. While Mr. Craddock is our assigner, he only assigns varsity level games. So we have 4 junior assigning officers who are responsible for assigning varsity scrimmages and then games at the JV and middle school levels. As a new official, these are the people that you'll need to get some face time with and get to know. Our 11 counties in Region 1 are broken into 4 sub areas for those 4 junior assigners. So you'll work for the junior assigner in the area in which you live. Gary Compton covers Greene County. George Jordan covers Sullivan and the eastern half of Hawkins County, so the Rogersville area of Hawkins County, or I'm sorry, the Church Hill area of Hawkins County. Sam Mayhew covers Carter, Johnson, Unicoi, and Washington counties. And then Craig Price covers what we call the lower end of our association, which is the western part of Hawkins County, the Rogersville area, as well as Cott County, Jefferson, Hamblin, and Hancock County. So again, wherever you live, the junior assigner in your area is going to be who you want to get familiar with and introduce yourself to. So let's talk about registration. Every official needs to register with the TSSAA, and that URL is located on your screen. So if you need to hit the pause button to get that, hit that. There's a $70 registration fee for this process. Your registration fee includes a background check, which has to be passed annually, insurance coverage, rules, and case books, as well as our mechanics manual. In addition to registration, each official must pass a 50-question true or false test every year. Don't let this test scare you. You get 5 attempts to pass it, and a passing score is 80%. Our association will provide you with training through classroom meetings, virtual meetings, and on-field training. Going back to the test, you do not have to take the test to become registered or before you come to trainings. You know, that's what our trainings are for. The TSSAA just wants to ensure that you have passed a test prior to officiating games. So again, don't let that test scare you off. We'll provide the training that you need. So as officials, we're independent contractors. That means that all of our uniforms and equipment are the individual's responsibility. There's many places to purchase equipment and uniforms, but Dalco is our official supplier for TSSAA and is the only place to buy TSSAA logo items, which is going to be primarily our shirts. From there, you can shop around with other suppliers. I've got a couple examples on the screen, but these are not the only two alternatives. So what do you need to buy? So each official needs to purchase, again, their uniform, which consists of short and long sleeve shirts. The long sleeve can be purchased later in the season if you don't, want to get that at the start. But just don't let the cold weather sneak up on you and need it, not have it. Your black undershirt is going to be below your uniform top. This can be any material. You can buy that from anywhere. It could be, cotton or dry fit or whatever your personal preference is. It just needs to be solid black. Our pants are the style that you see on TV, which are the black with the white stripe down the side. With the long pants, we want to wear crew length socks or longer. Many officials wear leggings or compression tights under the pants as well. Black shorts with no stripes, so solid black, are worn for sub-varsity games, and the sub-varsity is a term that encompasses JV, freshman, and middle school games. These must have belt loops. We don't want the basketball style shorts, and then we wear black ankle socks with these. From there, you'll need a black hat with white piping. Be sure to get a fitted or a stretch fit hat. We don't want the adjustable style where your hair shows through the back. So fitted or stretch fit. And then from there, you'll get black shoes with either white soles or solid black. I've got the white soles in the picture. My recommendation is for officials, for new officials, is to go with the white. That seems to be the direction that everyone is going. Now, veteran officials like me, we've got both sets. We've got solid black as well as black and white. We do want our crews on Friday nights to match, but we also don't expect our new officials to buy two sets of shoes. So new officials, again, my recommendation is to go ahead and get the black with the white. So sub-varsity games will typically wear shorts and short sleeve shirts through the month of September. Beginning in October, it's going to be the referee's decision on whether you wear pants and or long sleeve shirts. Know that new officials may run clock games or run the game clock in varsity level games in their first year, and our clock operators wear a full uniform. So be sure that when you're buying your uniform, you are buying the pants. Don't just assume that as a new official, you will not be assigned to a varsity game. Looking at your equipment, you'll need to get two flags. Purchase the style of flag with the black ball on the end. What we don't want is the yellow ball that's visible from your waistline, your belt. So get the kind with the black ball. Obviously, you're going to need a whistle. Now on these, you'll want to get what we call the P-less style of whistle, which is most common, the Fox 40. We don't, the Fox 40 provides a louder and sharper sound than the P whistle. So again, no P whistles, get a Fox 40. You may see these finger whistles. Those are all okay as well, and some officials actually prefer the finger whistle. We'll talk later in training about how to blow your whistle and why a finger whistle may be advantageous to you. And some of our veteran officials utilize both a finger whistle as well as a whistle with a lanyard. So you'll need bean bags. You'll need two of these. Blue is going to be our primary color, with white and black being secondary colors. Generally, officials have two blue, but back judges are required to carry two bean bags that are different colors. So as a new official, you don't know what position that you're going to be working. You could work back judge. So my recommendation for new officials would be to get a blue and a black. That way you have contrasting colors just in case. From there, you'll also need a down indicator and a wristwatch. So down indicators are those black bands that you've probably seen on TV on the official's wrists, not knowing what they're for. This is how we keep up with what down it is based on what finger we've got the down indicator wrapped around. And then finally, you'll need game cards and a wallet to keep them in. We use our game cards to write down information such as timeouts, team captains, etc. So what are you looking at as far as startup cost in addition to your $70 registration fee? Probably about $400 for uniforms and equipment. That's why we say shop around, save money where you can. Delco will have a starter uniform package at a discounted price, and then they'll also have a booth set up at our TSSAA state meeting so you can see stuff, try stuff on. You don't have to pay shipping and handling if you buy it from them at the state meeting. So that can be an advantage. Veteran officials are also often looking to sell used items or even donate used items to new officials. So take advantage of that where you can. And then some things that you'll see that other officials have, but these are not necessary to start with. So, don't necessarily get sucked into buying these right away if you don't want them. These include chain clips, which are used by the linesmen on the chains, a ready ref, which would be used by back judges to keep up with the play clock, and then a jacket. So those are just worn by clock operators late in the season or chain crews in the playoffs. So again, those are items that new officials don't need to worry about in the month of July and August. So after you've invested in your uniforms and equipment, and that's the best way to look at it as an investment. You'll get your money back as you start working games. What can we make as far as earnings? So our fee schedule going into the fall 26 season is on your screen. On-field officials at the varsity level make $130 a game, with our clock operators making $30. JV and middle school games pay between $80 and $90. Some of those utilize clock operators as well at a reduced rate of 75 and 65. Additionally, if you travel 30 miles or more from your residence, you'll get $10 added to your game fee. Or if you go over 60 miles, you'll get $20. Generally, this extra travel will only apply to Friday night varsity assignments. Again, during the week for sub varsity, you're working in a more localized area with your junior assigners. You will need to enroll in Arbiter Pay because you'll either get paid in the form of a check from the school or you'll get paid electronically through Arbiter Pay. All officials, go ahead and set up your account in Arbiter. There's information on how to do that on the Arbiter website, as well as we can help you out in our local meetings. So speaking of Arbiter, this is the website where you will get your game assignments. If you have already registered with the TSSAA, then your Arbiter account was created through that process. Just know that your Arbiter Pay account is an additional step in creating your Arbiter account. So Arbiter account comes through registration with TSSAA, but there's an additional step to set up for Arbiter Pay with your banking information, etc., so you can be set up for that electronic payment that we just discussed. For sub-varsity games, officials will arrive between 20-30 minutes prior to game time. That specific arrival time will be communicated by your junior assigner in your area. These again are your midweek games. Officials arrive dressed in your uniform, and then game times typically begin at 6 o'clock. For varsity games, we do not arrive dressed in our uniform. We will dress at the game site. So going to the game, we're expected to wear a collared shirt and long pants, so khakis, slacks, etc. No jeans, and then wearing shoes. We don't want flip-flops, sandals, things like that, closed-toed shoes. We want to look professional when we arrive at the school. Those kickoff times are either 7 or 7:30, and we arrive at least 2 hours prior to kickoff. So at this point, what are your next steps? Reach out to your junior assigning officer. Those names and phone numbers are on the right-hand side of your screen. So hit the pause button, write down the name and number of the junior assigner in your particular area that you'll be working with. If you haven't already, register with TSSAA and access your online rule book. Make sure that your contact information is on Arbiter so we can get in touch with you. And then attend our meetings and clinics. For a list of meeting dates, times, and locations, go to our website at region1footballofficials.com. And then finally, you'll complete your online test so you're eligible to receive game assignments. So thank you again for your interest in joining our association. We're looking forward to having you, and welcome to Region 1. We look forward to seeing you at our next meeting.